Look what just found, episode 698. The previous video, episode 697, was a previously searched penny roll that ended up um, producing, having inside of it all copper. There was it was a great penny roll hunt. Um, I always try to find some different topic um, when I'm penny roll hunting. Today we're going to talk about um, this person who I met on eBay. When I say I met him, he was able to get me his phone number, and um, we we spoke. We were on the phone for about a half an hour talking about Penny, someone who I never met before, and I'm going to talk about that conversation and this person for a little bit. Shout out to David if he ever watches my videos. Probably not. Seems like a pretty hyper guy, but a nice guy from Alabama. No. Where's New Orleans? Louisiana. From Louisiana. He's not from New Orleans, but that's how I remember we spoke about that. This penny roll looks like it has a lot of copper in it, at least 12 or 13, maybe more. If these are copper, if all those dark ones are copper, this might be half, might be 20 copper pennies. We'll find out in a second. All right, and I'll talk about David from eBay while I penny roll hunt today and look for errors, die clashes, and of course separate the copper from the zinc. Penny number 2. So anybody who has not been living under a rock knows that it's become very difficult to get pennies from the bank. They only want to give $1 or $2 if you go there, and they look at you like, they're not very accommodating, out here anyway, out here in Pennsylvania. I don't know how they are in other places. Some people obviously are able, they know somebody at the bank. If you know somebody, I guess you're good, right? If you know somebody, I guess you're good. And if you don't, then I guess you're, I do know one person and she's off until she's coming back soon. So maybe I'll get lucky and she'll help me out. But she's not even at the teller anymore. She does other things in an office. So I have to ask for her and see if she'll do me the favor. And who knows what she might tell me no, because her boss seems a little tight. He's the one I had to deal with last time to get $10 in penny rolls. And the way he spoke to me was, just to be honest, when I went there, I called up ahead of time and everything, and they went in the back and they got me no white AM. They got me $10 in the pennies that they said they had for me, and I just made a joke like, oh, do you have any? Does the other teller have any? And he said, don't press your luck, And I gotta be honest with you, I'm sick of it. I'm really tired of it. Nice 1982. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of of begging. And I'm not saying that if I'm in the mood for it, right? Like I have to be in the mood to deal with that type of nonsense. You know what I mean? I can't just go there on any day and if someone says something like that to me, I might say something back to them. You know what I mean? And I don't want to do that. All right, I'll hold on to that one. It's a nice shiny one. Were any of these other ones that nice? That one's really like brilliant uncirculated. Let me just check these other ones real quick. Nah, they're not. Well, Let me look at the reverses. Yeah, there were a couple really nice. Well, I missed it. I can't believe I missed them. Well, I caught it. I caught it. These three are really nice too for a BU roll. Okay, I'll put them with the other one. All right, I'm slipping. I just started doing that recently, so if I had to make up an excuse, that would be it. Okay. So anyway, like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might go every once in a while and ask or call or I don't know. But my big concern, really, this is my concern. It's not a huge concern, right? Because I have enough. I have enough copper pennies. Excuse me. I have enough penny rolls to get me through what I believe to be the duration of this channel. Especially during the course of what is this one over there? Oh, it's an 82. So I gotta put that separate. Then we have all right. We'll have dirty ones. Okay, we'll do it like that. I'm separating all my coins by type, my own little crazy way. No white AM. Yep, put that. A lot of shiny Nick Memorials. So, these the bank wraps have been just fine lately, man. Actually, some of these bank wraps have been tremendous. Matter of fact, the bank wraps are where been finding the wheats and all that stuff. They've been actually a little bit better than some of the customer wrap rolls, which I was very surprised. 2000, the white AM. And unfortunately, let me tell you, I know I beat up on you guys about not going to get penny rolls while I've been saying to do that. But you know what I didn't do? And you know how many times I was asked when they said they didn't have any customer wrap penny rolls, and they say, "Oh, we got the federal wraps. Do you want any of those? We got boxes of them." And I told them no. Now, I'm right. So I told them no for 2 years. I told them no. I mean, I got a couple. I think I got five of them, 5 or 6 of them over the course of 2 years. They're heavy as heck, but I got 5 or 6 over the course of 2 years. Now I wish I would have bought at least 30 of them or 40 of them. So you can still get them online. And there are people like David who I met again yesterday. Let me look at that date under the loop. And that they have them for, let's just call it $65. Between $60 and $65 shipped. Now there's a couple pluses to this. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here on this coin. I see some spreading. It could be a die variation. I'll put it to the side. It could be. There's actually a little, even though that looks like it might be damage on the 5, I actually see this little mark there. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't think so. Anyway, the letters up there look like they might have some spreading. And the 5, there's actually a little mark inside of it. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll put it to the side. and that's it. That's the bottom line. I mean, let's say in the next year or so they go up to $75. So I'm going to pay three times what I could have got them for. So if I end up buying 10 more, I would have had the 30 that I wanted, and I'm going to pay $750 ish for 10 when I would have paid $250 before. So that's that. That's the situation I'm in, and that's the situation most of us are in out there. But I gotta, yeah, I'm the only thing I can say, what I have to say on a positive note again is number one, thank you to David. Number two is at least there's a way to still get them for not that's not, I mean, $75 is not astronomical, right? In the scope of inflation today, oh, look at this. Holy moly. There's no way that's not polishing lines. I don't know what that is. I've never seen a coin like this before. Look at the lines. I think it's just, but it goes in a different direction. You see the coin lines are going this way. This is going this way. Let me look at that under the loop. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh, wow. Even looks like there might be a die clash inside. I don't know what it is, but they look like sun rays going in the opposite direction, and they're behind the letters. Very attractive. I don't know exactly what that is. Just maybe just some anomaly, but look how it goes here, and then it comes out the bottom. Wow. I've never found one like that. I will put that to the side also. I mean, if you think of the prices of other things, 3x, it's within reason. Even though I would have to say you're talking about from one day to the next, okay, or 1 week to the next, or 1 month to the next. So, and that's in that respect, paying 3x for something that quickly, I guess, is not is it's a lot. Yeah, I'm looking at that. I think it's just too close to the edge. I'm not gonna even look for that if it's a double die or not. I think it's just too close to the edge. So that's probably where a lot of people are finding themselves in this position where, you know, if you want, because, and I talk, and so what's my final thought on these, the bank, wrapped, penny rolls for $75. Let's just call it. Like I said, I got them for like 63 or 64 each. But a lot of people want 75, and I could definitely see them going to 70. They'll all be 75 very soon. I believe, and I've been saying that, and I think they'll be $100 very soon. No white AM. A little bit of dirt on it. A little too dirty for my roll. I don't want to taint it with that misaligned die. I'm going to say the same thing. Get them while you can. I think they'll be $100 a piece by the second, third week in 2026, and I think they'll be $200-$300 each within the next 10 years. That is my thesis. I think they'll be $200-300 by within the next 10 years. So am I going to continue to buy them? Yeah, especially if my at home business does any better, you know, and I have some extra scratch lying around. Yes, I will definitely pick up. So much copper in the beginning, right? And then we just went on this super zinc spree. But I think we got more copper here towards the end. So I just wanted to mention that I did notice that. Yeah. So if I if I have a good week or good month and I do better than I have been in some time, yeah. If there's some if there's some change to my my fortune, then yes, yes. If my luck improves, I'll probably just go out and buy I'll just bite the bullet and buy 10 of them for $650 if I can get them for $65 still. And if they're $75, then I'll buy 10 for $750. You know, just to bite the bullet and get it. Um, right. So there's 50 penny rolls in each. So if I can pick up 10, that would be 500 penny rolls. That'll last me about a year and a half. That's like a year and a half of content, but it's going to cost me seven. So the thing that I will end with, which I don't talk about enough, and I just I see that on his head. I see those lines. I don't think it's a die clash. I think it's just damage. Um, and I don't mention this enough. I always try to remember to say thank you. I know I don't do it every single video to say thank you to my members, but thank you to all my members for being supportive, especially the ones who have stood with me for a long, long time. And you guys know who you are. And I hope that the ones who join newer, I hope you guys stay with me a long time, if you can. But again, a special thank you to my longtime members. And even though it's not much, it's helpful, and I'm appreciative of it. Extremely, extremely appreciative of the help from my members. And you're the guys and ladies, who really help me to the channel to continue, right? Whatever, even if it's 30, 40, $50 a month, right? At the end of the year, that's an extra $500-600 from members. That would cover the cost of the pennies, of content. And that would be cool if YouTube can get to the point where, it can cover the cost of the channel, and maybe, I don't know, buy me lunch once a week. That would be like, wow, like a big deal for me. No white AM. I don't know if I want to keep this one. I don't like the edge. It looks nice, but when you look at another shiny one, you could tell it's not as nice. It's not the way I want. I want the pink ones. I say shiny, but they're really like pink. Oh, and the gold ones. I wonder why that one's gold and all the rest are pink. $19.99, but you can see the difference in the edge. Anyway, got a few more here. So that's where I'm at with the penny boxes for the channel, for the content. And I guess I'm paying, I'm paying. I don't know any way of putting it besides that I'm paying. I'm paying extra now. Because I didn't get the boxes when I had the chance. Another 1980. No, it's just another. It's just the only. But it doesn't matter. It's an 82 with a die clash, with a nice die clash. As soon as you start seeing polishing lines, you got to check for die clash. As soon as you see those polishing lines, because that it usually means that they polished off the die clash. Nice. And I'll put that over here with these. So we got a lot of copper out of this penny roll. It's a very good penny roll hunt. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. Please click like and subscribe. God bless. And I'll see you in the next one.